What's up, guys? It's Tara freaking Bea. I'm back again with the weekly wrap up. Make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already, and tap in, and we're gonna hop right into it. Okay, first on my list we have the Boosie shooting that happened last week. Boosie was hosting a show in Akron, Ohio at the Field House Lounge, and unfortunately there was a shooting that took place. There's a video circulating on social media of Boosie on stage, talking to his fans, smiling, laughing. Then all of a sudden, shots let out, and you see Boosie security grabbing him and getting him to safety. We're still getting information, but apparently there was an individual in the crowd that got into an argument. The individual still hasn't been identified, but they got into an argument and shots let out. So 3 men were reportedly injured. 2 are in critical condition at the moment. The venue has released a statement, but Boosie has not acknowledged the situation as of yet. So we send our prayers to the family of the 2 individuals that are trying to pull through, and hopefully that these guys have a speedy recovery. Next, we have former podcaster Tax Stone. We know he is serving a 35-year sentencing for a 2016 murder of Troy Ave's bodyguard. As of recently, Tax Stone is being accused in documents for a smuggling attempt. This story is crazy, kind of. So there's a recording of Tax trying to set up the situation, and he's basically telling outside individual, listen, we got a hook outside of the jail that's on the line. We need you to put these supplies on the hook, and we'll reel it into the jail. There was 2 separate attempts, and on the last attempt, the outside individual was confronted by the jail staff, which is crazy to me. In the supply bag, it was reported that it was a large quantity of Suboxone, as well as over 400 cigarettes and 30 small bags of weed. Tax Stone and 4 other inmates may have to serve additional 10 years to their sentencing. Next, we have beef between Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James. Now, we know that Stephen A. Smith and everybody has been super critical over Bronny James. So Stephen A. Smith was at the Knicks versus Lakers game recently, and LeBron pressed that man. He basically said, yo, keep my son's name out your mouth. He didn't say that, but he said basically, stop playing with my son. Stop playing with my son's name. The video was circulating. Of course, there was no audio at the time, and people were making up their own things of what they thought that LeBron James said to Stephen A. Smith. But Stephen A. Smith, he went on to First Take last Friday and basically told everybody what LeBron James said to him. He said that LeBron came up to him not as a basketball player, but as a parent, and told him, relax on my son. TMZ caught up with Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade was like, yeah, honestly, if that was me, I would have did the same thing in that situation that LeBron did. People don't play about their kids. Stephen A. Smith, during his First Take clip, also mentioned that, LeBron James put his son on such a high pedestal as a basketball player, and saying that he was just so great. This is what happens when you put the expectations up so high. He's basically saying that LeBron James put his son in a position to receive a lot of criticism and pressure to be great because he said he was great. It was getting a little smoky. LeBron is with the shits, so of course he was going to press that man when he saw him, but yeah. Then we have R. Kelly. Everybody has been jumping on to the Chris Brown Residuals remix. We've had Jacob Lattimore jump on there. We've had Tank and Elite Chopper jumped on the Residuals remix. Well, surprisingly, from the jail cell, R. Kelly jumped on Residuals remix as well, and basically was saying who is getting his residuals as far as his music, his streaming music. Where's that money going to? The clip was circulating on social media, and some people were very happy to hear R. Kelly singing again. Others was like, yo, that man gotta go somewhere. Speaking on R. Kelly is always going to be a slippery slope because he is talented as far as music, as far as his voice, and people were making jokes about him doing Trapped in the Prison series. I really feel like people will tune in if he did do something like that. That is my take on R. Kelly and his residuals. Keke Palmer being messy. And I love me some Keke, but I did not like the comments she had on her podcast. So she had Ryan Destiny and Clarissa Shields as a guest on her podcast, and she was a little bit messy in the situation. So we all know that Papoose, Remy, and Clarissa Shields have been in the media as of recently about, cheating allegations. Remy is allegedly dating a battle rapper. Papoose and Clarissa Shields are supposed to be dating. There was a video circulating of them in Hawaii for Valentine's Day. So I guess they're a thing and it's out there. Podcast Keke is asking Clarissa Shields questions, and then all of a sudden she's like, well, when are you going to knock Remy Ma out? They didn't really entertain that part of the situation, but it just kind of segued into, Keke asking Clarissa Shields about everything that happened in the media with Papoose and Remy. But a lot of people are coming for Keke and saying that, she being messy, and I didn't like it. I watched the video. I felt like, and I love Keke. I think she is amazing. I feel like she could have segued into that question a little bit better and a little bit more respectful. At the end of the day, Remy was married to this guy, and we don't know the full story of everything going on. So there should be respect on both ends. I'm a Nicki Barb, but I really love Remy too. I feel like she is super talented and she's brought a lot to the game, and we don't tolerate disrespect like that. That was a little messy, Keke. That was messy. Last but not least, we have Nelly on Drink Champs, and so Nori and DJ EFN, they asked Nelly a question. Would he pick Timberland over Jermaine Dupri? And of course, Nelly went with Jermaine Dupri. They did a lot of work together in the past. So then it led to a conversation versus between Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. And Nelly was hands down going hard for Jermaine Dupri. He said that Jermaine Dupri would have smoked Diddy in a versus between So So Def and Bad Boy. Now, being a fellow New Yorker, I feel like that is not the case. I am a little biased because I'm an East Coast queen. I think it would be a close call, but I think that Bad Boy would have had it. I mean, I'm not taking away from Jermaine Dupri and all the talent that he has produced, but we're talking about Bad Boy. Like, that led to Nori and Nelly going back and forth a little bit, and Nelly saying, hey, basically, Nori, you're from New York, so you're going to look at things a different type of way than me, whereas, Nelly is from St. Louis. He's from the Midwest. Nelly was basically saying that New York media is the reason why Nori is siding with Bad Boy. But honestly, Bad Boy and So So Def both had a run. But I'm still probably going to go with Bad Boy for sure in a versus. And I really wanted to see that versus too. So yeah, what do you guys think? And that's all I got for you guys. All right, Taya Freaking Bea, I'm out.